Don't mind me being shirtless. What's up, guys? Walmart Super here. We have another video. Unboxing a clutch. This is going to be an Exedy kit. Shout out to Prime Mobile Auto Repair that come out and help me out every single time. If you guys need any repair at all, reach out to them. They're on Facebook, Instagram. They do really good work for reasonable prices. And they show up to your house, so why not just try them out? I got an Exedy clutch kit for the Civic, and I'm going to show you guys that kit right now. I got it from Rock Auto. And I'm going to unbox it now. I'm trying to prop you guys up properly. That works. So I'm going to open it up. So this kit can average you between like 160 to like 170, I think. I got this because my car is having issues going into gear. So I'll put it in second to get into first, and I'll put it to second to get into reverse. And the car drives fine. But you can hear the throb bearing and the flywheel slipping. You can hear it. Because all it does is when you tend to slip out the clutch, no matter how you do it, it just bucks back and forth, meaning that either the spring is missing, pressure plate's messed up, or the flywheel is just extremely worn out. So I got an AutoZone flywheel in the basement right now that I'm throwing in there. I've used CarQuest flywheels and they've always worked out wonders for me. The main reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to be dailying the car. So it's not really anything for like racing or anything like that. I'm kind of going to treat it the same way as my Celica. And that's why my Celica lasted so long, just a heads up. Because I didn't even modify that much things on it. Besides the exhaust, the suspension. And I did a K&N drop-in intake, and it lasted me a long time. So I'm doing the same setup for the Civic Si, so it can last me a good time. Let's see if this shows me a total. So returns for Rock Auto, I have till August 22nd, which is 30 days. The Exedy clutch kit doesn't show me the total. Doesn't show me a total. This came from Arizona. I don't know, Alabama. I think Ella's Alabama. Let's unbox it. So this is a Pro kit. I think for my Celica. It's just right now. Better be careful. This is a Pro kit. I think for my Celica, it was in like individual boxes. Individual boxes, meaning they had the pressure plate was by itself, the thing was by itself. Actually, is it the same way? It is the same way. It's just in a different box. So I digress. So this is going to be your throw-up bearing. Let me just check these out. Because you never know. Usually they come in kits. Sealed and stuff like that. But you just want to check, make sure everything looks good. Exedy, I've always had Exedy on my Celica, and Exedy always worked out great for me. I never had any issues. So throw-up bearing, part number on the throw-up bearing, if you guys are curious, is B as in Brian, R as in Richard, G as in George, 500. That's for the Exedy throw-up bearing. It looks pretty good. But comes with your alignment tool that you need for the K series. This looks kind of beat. Acura 78. So it says Acura 78. But this will work for my car too. This alignment tool. And they give you a little diagram. Tells you how to align it. Engine running, press the clutch slowly, select first gear, release clutch. If this wheel is hurt at the point of the clutch taken up, then the pilot bearing is faulty. In the event it is a bronze bushing, it is indicated lack of lubrication on the inner diameter of the bushing. The bushing has lubricated on the inner diameter. There's a general responsibility that the outer diameter of the bushing is undersized or worn. The noise is then caused by the bushing spinning at the end of the crank. If new pilot bearing has not been pressed in evenly, this could also result in the bushing spinning, which would indicate grumbling or squealing noise. Pilot bushing noises are more apparent when engine and transmission are cold in the morning. Front gearbox bearing. Check the vehicle at approximately 25 miles per hour. If it's noticeable grumble noise is apparent, you press clutch to the floor. This grumble. Press clutch to the floor. This will in turn stop the main drive and bearing from spinning. If the noise ceases, it's probably the front gearbox bearing is faulty as there is no load on the bearing. So it just tells you like the steps of like diagnostic on the clutch and just in general. Tells you how to fit it on, how it should be on. You guys can probably screenshot that if you guys want. So I'll zoom in. Give me a second. We'll probably zoom in. No, this phone just sucks in general, but you get the point. Clutch disc. Yeah, it's completely different compared to my Celica. Clutch disc gives you a diagram, cute little diagram. I always go with Exedy because my idea of it is Japan cars with Japan parts always, American with American car parts always, and don't mix them in between. Don't put American cars with Japanese parts, and don't put Japanese parts, and don't put it. I hate my stutter. And don't put American car parts in a Japanese car, because they'll never end up running well. At least from my experience. And I can speak that with the Civic right now. So I'm going to put auto lights in it. The car wasn't running right at all, because they're picky. Hondas are actually more picky than Toyotas in my opinion, after owning my Celica for the past like 5 years. I'm just trying to do this as quickly as possible, but I do want to show you how everything looks, you know, because you never know. Sometimes some manufacturers, well, not manufacturers in general, but sellers, you have to be careful, because sellers, bro, they can throw something in a box and just put tape on it and just call it a day. You just never know. And I heard parts can be faked too. So you always want to make sure you're opening and checking. This looks really good though. I'm actually really happy with how this looks. This looks really good. No complaints at all. Looks really good in person. Can't wait to get this installed. Even though it's an OEM replacement, this is a straight OEM replacement, it's still Exedy, and you know that you're getting something above, at least slightly above stock. So I couldn't be any happier. So that's the clutch. Now we're going over the pressure plate. So on my car, it is assumed in the pilot bearing. Pilot bearing. Never had to do a pilot bearing on my Eclipse, on my Celica, and on my other Eclipse, but that was automatic. So I'm gonna be taking it to somebody, Prime Mobile Auto Repair. Check them out if you live in the Torrington area or anywhere in Connecticut. They'll show up to your house, rain, sunshine, doesn't matter. They're great people, super convenient. So if you need car done work as soon as possible, definitely keep them in contact. Facebook, Instagram, reach out to them. Alright, let's see how this looks. Looks really nice though. So, your box, diagram in the back, front face in the front. We'll just put this on top of the chair. I have to go to work soon, this is crazy. It's here. It's a little dusty, but I think that's just because of the box. This is how the front looks. Pretty good condition. I don't think I'm ever gonna doubt this thing failing on me. Okay, cool. Let's put this stuff back together. Everything looks nice and dandy. So the main reason why you want to open your parts too is I heard sometimes Exedy stuff can be faked. So that's one thing you definitely have to be careful with. Just my advice to you guys. Has it happened to me? I'm not sure, but I feel like with my Celica it probably has happened. Because I got the clutch kit from Fortismo on Amazon. So that's why when you're looking at buying stuff, either buy from like a direct source or try to see if you can get it from Rock Auto. Because Rock Auto, usually they have OEM stuff always. And they always have like genuine stuff. Sketchy websites, stay away from like sketchy websites that seem kind of off. And you feel kind of like off-putted by, because you just never know if they're real stuff or not, especially with important stuff like clutch stuff. So, okay, that was the whole kit. Another key thing too, Amazon, gonna have to be a little bit vigilant on what you're trying to get, because their clutch kits can be a little bit faked. And like I said, like I was mentioning before, the kit that I had, the Exedy clutch kit that I got from Amazon, it was by a seller of Fortismo, and now Fortismo makes clutch kits too. So knowing that, try to look into it a little bit, look into reviews, look at people who've looked over the parts. And that's why I always make these videos, because they don't have OEM part numbers, you're not looking into them, they don't have the factory seal that says Exedy on it. Sometimes they'll even fake it to the dime with the packaging and everything. So you always want to make sure the box that you have is sealed. You open it, everything is sealed, nothing is super glued together. And you just want to make sure, and you want to check. Because with the economy how it is today, people are desperate to getting their money, so they'll do anything to do that. I think Honda genuine parts are faked too. I think add somebody with a radiator cap that they had gotten a Honda OEM part, and it had like weird Chinese writing all over it, and it said warning wrong. Yeah, it was like, you could tell that was a fake part. So you just want to make sure that you're opening it as soon as you get it, so that as soon as you get it, you can report back to them, so that nothing is in a delay of time. This clutch is probably I'm gonna tell you guys actually about when it's going in and what issue I'm going by right now. This is probably gonna go in tomorrow or sometime this week. I went with the Exedy Pro Kit because of the fact that I'm tight on cash, but I know that this kit has never failed me ever. These kits never fail. Have never failed me at all, actually. What else was I going to say? The issue. So the issue that I'm having was when I first got the car, it would grind first gear. So in the Honda manual, if you guys ever came through this, bonus material, if you check your manual, it tells you if you're having issues going into gear, go into second, go into third, go into, so 1, 2, 3, 4, go to second, go into fourth, and then go into reverse, and it should allow you to go into reverse. I'm like, oh, I did not know that. And the manual tells you itself, which is kind of cool. That's sick. And if you're having issues going to first, same idea. Go into first, go into first. Go into second, go into first. So that's what I've been doing for the past week now, so I can take the car to work, and hopefully this will all get handled and situated. I think that was really it. Oh, and the bucking. So like I would put it into first gear, and it would start like lunging back and forth, and it was absolutely crazy. And that can damage the transmission too, so that's why I try not to beat on the car that much. I just try to take it to work and back with ease without any issues. And yeah. And that's really it for the most part. The only thing the issues the Civic has right now is the struts on top of the tower. The bearings are bad, so you can hear when I turn left and right, you can hear the gong 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 gong. And it's, you just gotta love cars, bro. I might upload a video about car advice on buying a car, because after going through this situation 3 times, it's kind of annoying. So I'll make another video about it. If you guys like the video, like, subscribe, comment something below. As I get more parts for the Civic Si, I'll upload them, give my honest review with them for the next couple months and stuff like that. Always when I buy a part, follow the channel, because I always come back with updated information after buying the part. So like right now I bought control arms for an example. It was a whole kit with sway bar links, control arms, ball joints, inner and outer tie rods. In that video, I'm gonna make a video about that, and I'm probably gonna make a 1 month review later on because I just installed them like last week. So, all right, I won't keep you guys long. Peace out. Love you guys. Peace out.